So on both sides of the aisle, LSU, that alignment, my family's alignment, and certainly the opportunity to be here amongst the finest players, staff, coaches, being part of the SEC, an incredible challenge and opportunity in my life that I was excited to take on once I was able to get an opportunity to meet Scott, spend time with Scott, hear his vision for the university, and see how it connected so much with mine. I think it just comes down to, for me, an alignment about excellence. That's what I'm about. Excellence in academics and athletics here at LSU, and seeing that, feeling that, and now knowing that we can go off together and fulfill that goal. You know, there was no plan in place as I entered the 2021 season that I was, looking for another opportunity. I had a great football team that we were developing, but when you get an opportunity to talk to Scott Woodward, and he presents a clear vision of the plan here and the opportunity, it was an exciting vision for me to look at. And as I got a chance to, speak to more people about this opportunity, I just felt it was something that I had to take on. And when I talked to the boss, who's sitting in the front row there, and she was part of that decision-making process, there was no turning back. Yeah, it's never easy, right? I mean, these decisions it's my choice. I own it, right? And it's 100% my decision. Those young men I love dearly, and it made it for a difficult decision. But when I was able to look at it, and the opportunity here was one, as I got a chance to really, as I mentioned earlier, talk to Scott about the resources and the opportunity here to really make a significant change. I believe that I can make a significant difference here. And you want to be able to make a difference. And I, along with the support, our President Tate, the administration, collaboratively can make a big difference.
Bringing with you.
Yeah, leaving is never easy. It could never be done in a fashion that you could, say that, hey, it's always the right way to do it. It was just, brought up, right? This team at Notre Dame is an outstanding football team, and they deserve to be in the playoffs. And you're not going to be coaching them. So it's never easy when you leave. We did our best. I wanted to get in front of them, and I was fortunate that I had that opportunity to get in front of them and tell them that I was coming to LSU face to face, because that's everything that we've done in my life, and I'll do the same thing here at LSU. We will look you in the eye, and we will tell you what we're doing. We'll be transparent. Legacies are not part of what I spend time thinking about. People will evaluate me based upon my life's work and how I've treated people, and make their own decisions. As far as coaches, the coaches that are on staff there at Notre Dame are still employed there. Are there coaches there that I would like to join me here? Certainly, but that's a process that we'll have to work through. There are teams to coach on both sides. This team is going to be preparing for a bowl game. Hopefully, Notre Dame gets a chance to play in the playoffs. They have to be prepared. So this has to be done with, great communication and understanding that the players are part of this as well. Yeah, I mean, there's not enough hours in the day right now. If you can give me a couple more hours, we'd be fine with that. I really think it's that, we know the things that need to be done here, but we'll be measured, we'll be thoughtful, we'll be intentional, and checking each one of those off as we go. Investment in people is important, and making sure that we are doing that the right way. Lives are involved here as we make transitions, so we want to take care of that. We certainly want to take care of the recruiting and make sure that all the young men that have made their commitments here, that they know where they stand. So there are important matters that need to get to, and I think everybody understands that we've been on a whirlwind here the past 24 hours, but we got to get to work, and we will do that in short order and get to the very important matters. Yeah, I have not made any decisions based upon who will stay and who may go. I haven't had any individual conversations with any of them, so any narrative out there is not coming from any conversations that I've had with them. They are well respected, and I will get an opportunity to vet out all of those coaches. They've done a great job. I know the business. They know the business. There are realities in this business, but we'll get to all of those coaches because, as I mentioned earlier, they have families, they have lives, and we have to get moving in that direction. Look, I came down here because I wanted to be with the best. The resources here are outstanding. It starts with the alignment, excellence, the standard of expectation. Listen, you're looked at in terms of championships here, and I want that. I want to be under the bright lights. I want to be on the Broadway stage. That's what my passion is. And so, yeah, that's part of the draw. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to learn about Louisiana. My first day on Notre Dame's campus is when I took the job. This is my first day in Louisiana. I didn't know what this meant until today. I know what it means today, and I'm going to learn a lot more as we go. But our family, we're going to immerse ourselves into the culture of Louisiana. We're not here to change anything. We're here to get changed by it. And that's going to be fun. That's exciting. And we're going to have a standard within our program that will be one that we build every single day. So it's for us, it will be an experience that we're looking forward to.
Did this come together quickly for you, or was this a long process when dealing with LSU?
Look, I mean, the SEC, we know about its prowess in terms of success and the players and the teams and the coaches. But I will say this. If LSU did not have the alignment and the leadership and the people and the desire for excellence, the SEC doesn't really matter to me. It's this university that happens to be in the SEC matters to me the most. And so when you get this university, LSU, with the leadership that it has, and the cohesiveness of leadership across the board, and it's in the SEC, ding, 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 right? And so for me, you add that, it made it an incredible opportunity for me. Your second question was?
The genesis of your decision to come here. Was it quick? Was it a drawn-out process? If you could maybe just shed some insight.
No, it wasn't my search, so I, really didn't have any say on how that all went. I can tell you this: when you talk to Scott Woodward, he has a clear way of communicating, and it was 45 minutes, and I had an understanding of where LSU was from a commitment and how this was going to look. And so I'd say that's pretty quick.
But you believe you have a better chance to win national championships here than at any of your previous stops?
I wouldn't imply that. I would only say that this opportunity for me was one that I was ready for and excited to take on. And it had to do with everything that I've talked about. I mean, I think each opportunity you measure differently. And this opportunity is clearly different than any other opportunity they have. But I would not imply that this one, weighed better than maybe the others. It just was, for me, at the time, this opportunity with talking to Scott and getting a great feel for the alignment to excellence is what I want, both in academics and athletics. This was the right one for me. And that's really the most important piece for me. Yeah, I mean, look, the most important thing in recruiting is to take care of your base first. So my focus will be on those that have made a decision to come to LSU. So we'll be reaching out to those young men first and foremost. That's the most important thing. You can be assured that our focus and direction relative to recruiting will be on the young men that have already decided to come to LSU. So that'll be our direction.
What are you hoping to accomplish, I guess, with the current roster, with them preparing for a bowl game?
Yeah, so I got a chance to meet with the guys yesterday. As I told them, look, this is the first meeting. I'm not here to win the first meeting. I'm here to just let you know I am so excited to be your head football coach. And this is just the first meeting of many opportunities where we'll build trust. It's not going to happen today, but we're going to trust each other. And that trust will take time, and you'll do it, and you'll see it with my deeds, my actions, how we interact on a day-to-day basis. And we'll get to that point where these meetings will be very, very productive, and we'll get a lot accomplished. Today, this is a meet and greet. And that's what it ended up being. Now, having said that, there'll have to be a lot more meetings that are substantive because we got work to do. I've got to make some decisions relative to staff, preparing this football team for a bowl game, recruiting, and all of those things. So meet and greet yesterday, giving them kind of the lay of the land relative to what the expectations are relative to what has already been laid out here in terms of excellence in academics and athletics. And now we got a lot of work to do.